A morning cup of coffee effectively pronounces the text of the videos with the correct intonation, taking sighs and pauses like a good announcer. A morning cup of coffee effectively saves brain cells from incurable destruction and dangerous premature degradation. Just 3 servings of this beverage a day reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease by 65%. Caffeine fundamentally restructures the functioning of neurons. Such a process significantly increases overall concentration and attention. It creates reliable protection for human memory for many years to come. Regular consumption of this coffee helps actively maintain important cognitive functions and continually preserve mental clarity. I am Dr. Maria Nikolskaya, a therapist with 10 years' experience. We are accustomed to thinking of coffee as a morning stimulant that chases away sleep, but behind the alertness lies complex neurochemistry. This drink is a tool for clarity of mind today and for preserving health for many years. The mechanism of coffee's action resembles the work of a conductor. Inside the brain, a constant struggle takes place. Adenosine, accumulating during the day, signals fatigue and slows processes. Caffeine blocks its receptors, preventing the signal from passing. In this pause, dopamine, the hormone of motivation, manifests itself more actively. Its release creates a feeling of lightness, concentration, and readiness to act. Aside from the immediate effect, each cup also carries long-term protection. Dozens of antioxidants work like an internal security service, neutralizing free radicals. These particles damage cells and accelerate aging, while coffee components protect neurons from destruction. To turn theory into benefit, let's move on to practice. We will analyze when during the day coffee works most effectively and when it steals sleep. We will determine the optimal dose for memory and the reasons for the appearance of tremor in the hands. I will give clear instructions on how to use the beverage as a smart enhancer of abilities. Ahead are only facts and mechanisms. Let's begin. Mariah, 52, project manager. Her office smells of paper and lavender, but behind the outward order there was a storm. By 11 a.m., her thoughts were drifting in a fog. Meeting notes turned into mush. The names of new colleagues slipped from memory. Mariah drank coffee at dawn, but by 11 a.m., the alertness had melted away. Only irritation and a heavy cotton wool feeling in her head remained. This condition is not just fatigue. At such moments, the brain stops being a reliable instrument. You enter a room and forget the purpose of the visit. You reread a paragraph of a letter 3 times, but the meaning slips away. Keys disappear 2 or 3 times a day. Searching for them takes the last of your strength. The regularity of such small things signals a systemic failure. After 65 years of age, cognitive functions decline in 5 to 7% of the population annually. Difficulties begin much earlier. Up to 30% of adults regularly lose concentration in the middle of the day. Without clear biochemical signals, the brain shuts down secondary processes. The ability to remember details suffers first. Translation requirements. Ignoring these symptoms leads to chronic mental fatigue. Even after 8 hours of sleep, you wake up shattered. Efficiency drops, projects stall, and the sense of helplessness grows. Constant micro-stresses on neurons accelerate age-related decline. The brain loses plasticity faster if it works itself to the point of wear for years without proper support. Mariah felt the ground slipping away beneath her. Her career depended on mental clarity. We started with a test and changed the routine. The YouTube doctor's voice clearly pronounces the text of the videos with the correct intonation, taking sighs and pauses like a good announcer. We shifted coffee consumption to late morning. We selected an exact dose instead of an intuitive mugful. After a few weeks, the fog lifted and performance evened out. We readjusted the use of the habitual stimulant. The effectiveness of the morning cup of coffee is overrated because of circadian rhythms. After waking, the body produces cortisol on its own. Caffeine at this peak moment overloads the system and causes a subsequent sharp crash. To improve concentration and memory without anxiety, you need to support alertness at times of its natural decline. The feeling of fog is not a verdict, but a signal from the body that should be decoded in time. Chapter 4. The brain works like an office building where neurons are the employees and adenosine is the janitor. It methodically turns off the lights and reminds the cells of the need for sleep. Without this rest, neurons risk dying from overload. Caffeine temporarily blocks adenosine by taking the janitor's place at the door. As long as the substance is there, the fatigue signal doesn't get through. The lights stay on and the work continues. Such is the molecular mechanics of wakefulness. Caffeine acts as a chemical analog of adenosine and functions like a key blank. It occupies receptors on the surface of neurons, fits into the lock, but does not turn. While the receptor is blocked, the brain does not receive the command to rest. In this silence, the level of dopamine, responsible for motivation, rises. Norepinephrine increases vigilance, and glutamate speeds learning and strengthens memory. As a result, cognitive processes run clearer and faster. Aside from its influence on neurotransmitters, the coffee bean contains other important components. Chlorogenic acids and polyphenols act as natural antioxidants. They neutralize free radicals, aggressive particles that damage cells in the course of their life activity. Such protection slows the wear of neural networks over decades. Thanks to this, the YouTube doctor's voice clearly pronounces the text of the videos with the correct intonation, taking sighs and pauses like a good announcer. Thanks to this, the drink helps. Let's turn knowledge into an advantage. First, analyze the theory. Second, make it a working tool. If coffee causes nervousness, use L-theanine. Green tea contains a lot of this amino acid that balances the effect of caffeine. First, take 100 to 200 milligrams of the supplement. Second, drink the beverage. This will soften the side effects. Instead of a tremor in the hands, there will be calm alertness. The brain will become focused, anxiety will go away, and the quality of attention will increase. Synchronize intake with your internal clock. First, wait for cortisol to drop. Second, drink coffee 1.5 or 2 hours after waking. At that time, the caffeine will gently support the body and extend the period of clarity. To fight a slump, use the coffee nap technique. First, quickly drink an espresso. Second, nap for 20 minutes. While you sleep, the caffeine will enter the bloodstream and reach its peak by the time you wake. The short nap and the stimulant will reinforce each other, helping you wake up refreshed. Alertness and reaction speed come 15 or 20 minutes after a cup. First, wait until the mental fog clears. Second, check the effect with a simple reaction test. This will help consolidate the result. You have learned the mechanisms of caffeine. Now let's move to practice and integrate this knowledge into your daily routine. Start by planning the first cup. Drink coffee at least 90 minutes after waking when cortisol is falling. The drink will act as a mild stimulant, not a stressor. Be sure to wash it down with a glass of water. At lunch, drink another half or a full cup for concentration. After 3 p.m., choose decaf or herbal tea to preserve sleep. From Monday to Friday, stick to the schedule, and on Saturday, do a detox. Drink only 1 cup in the morning or give up the stimulant completely. This will reduce tolerance and restore receptor sensitivity. On Sunday, assess how you feel and the quality of your sleep without external boosts. Such a cycle helps maintain internal balance. To test the effect in practice, do a memory test. Drink coffee, wait 20 minutes, and read a list of 10 words. After 60 minutes, try to recall them. Compare this result with a day without coffee. The number of words will clearly show caffeine's effect on your memory. Additionally, use the Stroop test in its online version. It measures reaction speed and focus. Take it before coffee intake and 30 minutes after. Watch the accuracy of answers. Usually, caffeine noticeably improves scores, helping you concentrate better on the task. To make the practice effective, avoid critical mistakes. The main one, consuming the drink immediately after waking up at the cortisol peak. This leads to overload and a subsequent crash. Also, eliminate sugar and syrups. They cause a sharp spike in glucose and insulin, provoking fatigue. Drink plain black coffee. For self-monitoring, use 2 checklists. First, the perfect cup. Make sure you drink coffee without sugar at a natural drop in energy. Keep the amount to no more than 3 or 4 cups per day. Second, signs of overdoing it. If the dose is constantly increasing or insomnia appears, the body needs a break. The presence of 2 or 3 items confirms the need for rest. Coffee is a tool whose benefit depends on timing and method of use. In the concluding part, we'll put everything together to preserve mental clarity. Caffeine is a tool for tuning neurochemistry. The substance helps you focus on tasks and strengthen long-term memory. Its benefits are revealed only through deliberate use. Maximum results come from moderation, precise timing, and accounting for the body's basic needs. 1 cup at the right time works more effectively than 3 drunk at random. Combine coffee with healthy sleep and clean water. Otherwise, quality beans will become a mere stimulant. The YouTube doctor's voice clearly pronounces the text of the videos with the correct intonation, taking sighs and pauses like a good announcer. Without this foundation, the body quickly becomes accustomed to a high dose. Alertness will be replaced by fatigue. One more aspect. The brain is protected by antioxidants in coffee beans. These substances prevent oxidation and cell damage. They preserve the health of neurons for many years. Sugar and fatty creamers can neutralize this positive effect. The brain is your complex and valuable instrument. Now you understand how to support and protect it through your morning ritual. This is biochemistry that you can and should manage yourself. Try the coffee nap technique or do a memory test this week. Write in the comments whether you felt a difference in concentration. Subscribe to the channel. We'll continue exploring nootropics and methods for boosting productivity. In the next video, we'll discuss the effect of water on thinking speed. Mild dehydration reduces attention and hinders quick decision-making. See you in the new video.